Hi, welcome along to Arsenal Fan TV, and this is the aftermath. Well, Arsenal 2, Liverpool 2. What can I say about that game last night? Let me start off with the positives first. Brilliant comeback by Arsenal. We were 2-0 down. The guys showed a lot of spirit. Olivier Giroud, yet again, another goal for him. And Theo Walcott. People out there who doubted this guy. I mean, I've been saying it now for a long time. This guy will produce, and he is producing at the moment. Brilliant goal by Theo Walcott, and he gave Liverpool trouble all night long. Going forward, looked brilliant last night. Looked brilliant when we wanted to turn it on. And really, we could have won the game in the end. Olivier Giroud had a chance where the ball came to him. Unfortunately, he was unable to convert it. But attacking wise, excellent. Now the negatives. Defending last night, I mean, it was absolutely diabolical. I said the other day when I was doing one of these aftermaths that I woke up the other day and I was thinking to myself, what if we could defend? How good would we be? Because we've got the attacking prowess to challenge any team. But the attackers must get fed up. They must get disheartened when they see how poor we defend, how simple goals. I mean, teams don't have to work to get goals against Arsenal. Brighton at the weekend didn't really have to work hard to score their goals. Last night, I mean, those were just gift wrap goals. We just gift wrapped that and said, here, Suarez, score. Jordan Henderson. I mean, we're making Jordan Henderson, as I said last night in one of my, when I was talking on Fan Talk, we're making Jordan Henderson look like, you know, Ronaldo and Lionel Messi. I mean, come on, these guys, they're not poor defenders. They are not poor defenders. As a guy made a point last night when I was doing the interview, they're all internationals, these guys. Internationals playing for France, playing for Germany, playing for Brazil, and I just cannot get my head around how poor the defending is, the lack of leadership. Nobody ever throws themselves in front of the ball and puts their body on the line. Just little half-hearted tackles, people slipping over all the time. And it's not because they've got dodgy blades and that. It's because they're not playing confidently. They're not balanced. They're not... it is so frustrating. And you know what? I'm so frustrated, I'm going to get into your tweets because you're frustrated as well. As you could imagine, a lot of tweets came in yesterday. And you would have thought that the tweets would be very positive because we did really fight back from 2-0 down. But I think it's just the manner of how we conceded those goals to go 2-0 down. We all realised that if we'd have really turned up and defended properly, we would have won that game. Johnny Short says, we need a new keeper. Well, that's another thing, right? But let me continue with Johnny Short. He says, we need a new keeper. Szczesny ain't good enough. Too many mistakes, flaps at corners, put under pressure with his kicks. Now, listen, Szczesny is a good keeper. I wouldn't agree with that. Szczesny, I think, is a very, very good keeper. He's been much better than what we've had in recent times. But at the moment, is it because Szczesny is not being tested by the other keepers why he's so poor? I mean, last night when he nearly got dispossessed and they nearly scored, I mean, he's been doing that all season. And I've been saying he's going to get caught out one time. And it nearly happened to him last night. And I hope that shakes him up, that he doesn't mess about no more in any more of these games. But he needs somebody behind him testing him. Some experienced keeper behind him that if he messes about, he'll be out. And he hasn't really got that at the moment. So, DJB says, something seriously wrong at Arsenal when a guy like Santos is allowed to pull on the Arsenal shirt. Hashtag dreadful. I'd agree with that. William Barker says, please stick this on Aftermath. The worst performance this season, defensive-wise. Sanya and Thomas Vermaelen need to sort it out. Late Sydney says, we made Henderson look like Messi yesterday. I agree with that. So he's dreading what Ribery, Robin and Lahm are going to do to Santos in the Champions League. Hashtag nightmare. Oh my God. Oh. I've got to pause for a minute because you know what? That is giving me nightmares right now. Iron Robin up against Santos. Bloody hell. Let me get back into the tweets. CM says, good in the end, but we need to stop building up good play and then going back to the goalkeeper. Kept doing that all night long. Gooners says, it's going to be a long season if we keep defending like that. What impact is Baldy having, if any? We've got to sign someone. Niall Duffy says, mediocre performance. We made Henderson look like Messi at times. Change needed player-wise. He thinks yeah, we need to get Diarmi in. Another person here who fancies Diarmi, he says, poor defensively. Should strengthen the midfield with Mohamed Diarmi and a backup front with a top-class player. And he put hashtag free David Villa. Doesn't look like that's going to happen, unfortunately. Aldo Chavez says, we have the attack to do great things, but at the end of the day, the defence will always let us down. And that is exactly what's been happening all season. James Farley says, why are we not signing anyone? There's no organisation in the defence. Arsene needs to work on the defence. Maybe we need a defensive... I mean, Steve Ball's supposed to be defensive coach. The defending's just awful at the moment. Jakey says, inconsistency is the word to describe us at the moment. We can't turn up for the second half of every game. Defence was a shambles. Paul Turner says, we were so nervous passing against them. I can't wait for Arteta to come back. We've been missing his experience and leadership. You know what? That's very true. We have been missing that. Danny Crow says, our defence was shocking. We need 2 to 3 defenders. I thought Wilshere was outstanding last night and he outplayed Gerrard. I thought that as well. I thought that Wilshere was brilliant. He did teach Gerrard a bit of a lesson there in that midfield. And hats off to Jack Wilshere yet again. Another brilliant performance by him. Almond Gold. I like this one. I like this tweet. This is probably my tweet of the week here. He says, if players show up for second halves, right, then only then their salaries should be halved as well. No, I like that. You only play well in the second half, you only get half your money. You know what I mean? These guys are just turning up week after week at the moment and only playing in the second half. And he's put as well, Robin versus Santos, what a rollicking awaits us. I'm worried about that, I'm worried. Leon Leckie says, someone explain to me why Mertesacker is playing over Koscielny. I would even prefer De Juru to Mertesacker. I personally think that's a bit unfair. I think Mertesacker this season has been pretty solid. I mean, yeah, he did get done for that goal yesterday with Henderson. He got turned. He is slow. We know he's slow. But I think he's been solid in the majority of the games. He has made a few mistakes, but generally he has been solid. I mean, to say De Juru over Mertesacker, no way, no way. But these guys, I don't know what it is. They're just not defending as a team. Final tweet here. William says, seems like the attack is doing a good job. It's doing its job. All we need now is for the defenders to do the same. A right back and a centre back is required. Bacary Sagna again last night. His crossing was absolutely atrocious. Every time he gets the ball, Bacary Sagna, he seems to slow everything down. I don't know what's gone wrong with his game, and I honestly think, you know, I'm not saying get rid of him or anything, but drop him to the bench right now. His confidence is low. He's just not playing. He's just not the player that we all know and love. Time to bring in Jenkinson. Give Jenkinson his chance. Let Jenkinson go in there, and, you know, he started off the season well. I think it's time to give Jenkinson a chance. Tell us what you think. You know, send us in your tweets. Here at Arsenal Fan TV. Check us out on the website. We really want to hear from you. You know, leave your comments here. We read every single comment that is left, whether it be good, whether it be bad. We read every single comment. So please make sure you leave your comment here, and we will take a look at that. Don't forget tonight, of course, today's transfer window deadline. You wouldn't know it if you followed Arsenal, but it's transfer window deadline. We're going to be doing a special hangout tonight, Google Hangout. You can get involved. Just look at the links below here and you find out how to go through to that hangout. That's going to be live at 10 o'clock tonight. We're going to be talking to various fans. If you want to be involved in that, because, you know, we're for the fans, by the fans, you want to be involved, just look at the links and you can come on and talk with me as we discuss who we've bought in, if we bring anybody in, and who we should have bought in or who we shouldn't have bought in. We want to hear from you, the fans. You know, don't worry about Sky and people running around to here and there. We want to hear from you, all right? So get involved tonight with that Google Hangout that we're going to be having live here on Arsenal Fan TV. And also, one last thing before I go, a lot of people have been getting in contact with us here at Arsenal Fan TV and saying, you know, they're a blogger. Now, we would love bloggers. We're openly inviting anybody who's got a good blog to send it in here to Arsenal Fan TV. Go to the website and you'll be able to get details of how you can do that. You can also have a look at the links below, and that will give you information on how to send us your blogs. Send us your blogs in. The best blogs will always be posted up. And, you know, I love reading the blogs, and I love some of the stuff that I get in for the fans. Bigging up some of the fans that have been getting in contact with us from Australia, from Indonesia, from New Zealand, from Canada, from Germany, from Sweden, all over the world. We appreciate that so much. Thanks very much for listening to the Aftermath, for watching the Aftermath tonight, and make sure you tune in again next week. No game this weekend, of course, but make sure you have a look at all of our material that we're going to have on this weekend. We're going to be doing a special transfer special where you'll be able to see what the fans react to whoever's come in. This is the Aftermath. Fingers crossed we're bringing somebody big. The Arsenal Fan TV shop is now open. Get your official AFTV merchandise now, including the limited edition In Bully We Trust t-shirt, as well as the Arsenal Fan TV shirts and hoodies.